In Colombia, the different social organizations grouped in the Broad Front for Peace have submitted a report on the verification of the latest unilateral ceasefire implemented by the FARC as part of the agreement reached in Havana to de-escalate the conflict. Our correspondent Natalia Margarita now reports from Bogota.
As the FARC's unilateral ceasefire continues, the Broad Front for Peace has drawn attention to paramilitarism as something that constitutes a threat not just for Colombia's attempt to construct peace.
The export of Colombian paramilitarism is not fictitious. Neither is the product of the feverish imagination of Latin American leaders. It is a real fact. There are paramilitary groups operating beyond our borders, not just in Venezuela, but also in other Latin American countries.
The concern comes in the wake of Venezuela's government decision to close the border due to the increasing paramilitary activities, a move that has been used by some Colombian sectors in benefit of their own political agenda.
We want acknowledged the value that Venezuela has had within its peace process, and we make a call that by no means Venezuela's role should be broken. We believe that what Uribe's political party is attempting in order to weaken a peace process that is significantly advancing.
And as the peace negotiations advance in Havana, so does the de-escalation of the armed conflict in Colombia, that, as according to the latest report on the FARC's unilateral ceasefire, implemented since the 20th of July.
The last month has been one of the least violent months within the armed conflict in our history. The least violent in the last 40 years.
However, the report highlights the escalation of hostilities against social movements and calls upon the government to cease the stigmatization and criminalization of popular leaders.
We have seen tremendous harassment towards the activities of members of the Broad Front for Peace and other democratic sectors that have been supporting the peace process in the region.
As the FARC has already extended its unilateral ceasefire, social organizations consider it is time for the government to tackle issues such as paramilitarism that are affecting peace construction in Colombia and neighboring Venezuela. Natalia Margarita, teleSUR, Bogota, Colombia.